Good morning, guys. It's Shane Carlisle for Smart Money Trading on the 1st of the 4th, 2022. Hope you're all well. I'll share through now and we'll go through what I had the GJ ping at about 4:30 this morning. So if anybody followed that last night, you're sitting at about 1 to 6 at the moment, I think it is. Yeah, let's share and go through and have a look. Okay. So we'll work from the top as per. Beginning of a new month, so I'll have a new month fib appear today. And then as day 2 opens, because this will be the first time I've started a new month, because it's all been back testing, because I obviously only started recording around here. So what my thinking is, I'll get this first daily fib out of the way. And then obviously as the month goes on, I'll grow that fib, but then put a fib back on the previous day. So I've got a fib for that day, and then the month grows with every day as the month goes, if you get me. And then we're getting an idea over the month as the month goes. So what's gone on this morning? We've just come out of the 18 bar range, so let's just draw that on. Looks like it's just about to push off out of the 18 bar range on the GU. Nothing major. We had a little bit of consolidation yesterday. We did take some orders back from here, but it is pretty much just consolidating at the moment, literally from about 5 o'clock yesterday. We do have this area here. Looks like we took them orders back, possibly come down here to take them. And then move on up, possibly, because the structure's been broke here. Not created a new high yet, so we could possibly see a little retracement and then a takeoff. So all this structure has been broke. That's broke that structure there. So, and then we've came back to collect what was here before making that move. So we could possibly see it come back to take this before making that move to possibly the 71, maybe here. See this nice little drop here around the 88, 71, 88. But ultimately, this structure got broke here. So for me, that would be my turnaround point to go from sells to buys. So that'll be where I'm looking today on the GU down here. I've already got an alert set. First 12. So I'd be looking for there, and then previous highs. There's a possible 1 to 10 if it comes back to get them. And there's a nice bit of IPA it's sat on. This is all nice down to about here where yesterday's low was. So it's pretty much only from there to there. You've got an 88 zone there that it's bounced off, but that's been taken by that. So that'd be irrelevant to me. Pivot point, main pivot point's been come back to. So that would leave that area in my eyes. They started off going down, so take that to midnight, lowest, and as the day goes on, move my fib down, up, and then it opens up my whole day of trading sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, looking around this area for the GU this morning, we've not broke that, but we broke that, so that broke a lot of structure back there. So we've flipped from sell to buy mode. The GA has literally just come back and took them back. But That broke all that. So it's spiked up and took everybody out there. And we spiked down. And then it's reversed. Lowest of the month. Not quite broke, but for me, that's broke all this. It tells me they want to move up because they've took everybody out before they made the move up. Cleared everybody out who thinks, this is my bottom, because that's happened. Everybody's gone from there as well now. But the push up, we took them back yesterday. Took them back yesterday from here. A little 1 to 4 yesterday. Now that's just happened there. That's just took them back after a period of consolidation. So you could probably see a spike up, spike down to here, maybe here. That's why I'm here, because I could have got a sell out of it this morning, but I'm only looking for buys. These are just marked on the aftermarket. So when we come to the aftermarket video later, or possibly Sunday when we're traveling today, that'll get marked up as a win because it hit. This is just my target of what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for it to retrace, pull these orders back, because that's took all them back. There is a little one down here onto my IPA, so you could see a spike like this, but it's Friday, so trade days, it's a bit up in the air on a Friday, and it is possible. It's happened there, so it can happen here. Same again, manage your risk. If you're only risking a maximum of 1%, you could have a 1% there and a 1% there. If that doesn't come in, that comes in. That one, say you'd be in there, you'd cover that wick. And then you'd come to your previous high, which is here. So, if say you didn't make it down here and that one come in, you'd end up with a 1 to 6. If that one blasted through and you took that one, you'd end up with a 3%. Still, even if that one lost, because that's coming in at 4%, you've only risked 1% on that. It's blasted through your 1%, touched your 4%, gone off. You're still 3% up. It's all about stacking your probabilities. You know, if I was to looking to take these trades, I'd probably put 0.5% on that one and 1% on that one, on the sheer fact that there's more probability that that could blow through that than there is that. If that makes sense. That's in the oh, hang on. Yeah, that's at the 50% of yesterday's trading, but that sits in the 71 that the bank's like of that day's trading. That makes sense. That's only at 50% of the day, but the bank's like the 71. So there is a probability of it coming here. Look, it's happened there. No saying you can't go and then go. So manage your risk. That's all I can say. In fact, let me just get rid of that. Keep my charts clean. In fact, I quite like that. We'll leave that. With it being Friday, anything can happen. So we take that down, pull that up. And then we'll go to the bottom of that move with it. So it is looking at a 1 to 4. GC. We've had a nice move in the 18 bar this morning. 18 bar. And for the last month, we're at the 88. Where's the 71? There's the 71. So we are actually in the golden zone for the banks for the month. We've got this area here that I'm looking at. See, that didn't break structure there. That's not broke structure there. So personally, there's still looking for sells. We are creating higher highs, but until that breaks, that needs to break this for me. So I'd possibly find that peak and put an alarm on that. Breakout. Okay. So until that point, you are looking for sells. And look, what's just happened now? Did it get it? You've gone from that candle or bottom of your wick, possibly. No. So what we'll do, that looks like it's coming, if I'm honest. If it doesn't touch, don't move down to adjust it. It's just not been to that price yet. I've done that so many times and then it's gone the other way. Put your line in, alert it, literally on the candle. It's got to touch that candle. Right, so I've got an alert on that. I won't be trading today. These are all just to keep up with my plan and everything. So that's either going to completely bust out of there, but we have had a move at midnight there. So there will be some resistance at that price. Depending on how much is totally up to the banks. That's nothing we can control, so we don't let it affect us. Main thing is we have a tick sheet of what we trade and how we get to the point of entry, and then we let it go. Don't touch anything. Well, even though it was in a period of consolidation, still managed to get a 1 to 7 out of that yesterday just from not touching it. Okay, so what's that? That's the GC 18 bar range, pushed off out of the 18, pushed off from midnight last night. Left a candle behind, not quite come back to it yet, but we've just had a nice green one arise. So we could possibly see a little wick up and in we go. That's the GC. The GJ, this actually hit at 4:30 this morning. I was talking yesterday about this area. Obviously we cover body to wick. It's quite a big stop loss on that one, a 30 pip stop loss on that one. But as you can see, now we've created the flip. There's no saying you don't lock in your 0.5% and leave the day to run. I'm possibly looking for that. If we go previous low of the day, that'll give me a 1 to 5 by the end of today. Just don't touch things, leave them. I've made that mistake so many times where I've followed it down. I lock my 0.5%. Once I've had the move and we've had another break of structure like that, that structure's been broke there. It's just about to come and break that structure. You know, that's a major price line there that it's just bust through. So we're back on the good side of price. Looks like it's just, see where that is? It's just created another move there. Small green, big red. It's all about reading the candles. Probably going to have a little push up to get a wick to cover the body, and then we'll go in again. Got some IPA here, so it's definitely going to take that out. So you're definitely going to, at least, if you did put this on last night, at the moment, you're at a 1 to 9. Personally, if it takes that IPA back, a 1 to 3. And that's literally just from setting a pending last night after my pre-market video. I reckon if you'd have drilled into that candle there, you could have got it a little bit tighter. Let's just have a quick look. But I wouldn't go any lower than the 15, just on sheer fact you get a true 15-minute candle and it gives you a good. Let me just see if that got to there. Just look at that. If you'd have gone to the 5-minute, you'd have had no drawdown. But it doesn't always go like that. Okay, don't. But that, you can't write that. Look at that. You're at a 1 to 5 now. Cover that IPA, you'll be at a 1 to 5. Just from watching my pre-market video last night, I addressed the sort of build-up that's going on. See how they're taking people out wherever they go. They've come back here to the 50%. And we're only looking for sellers because we've had a big change. So you possibly see there's nothing there that I like because it's been touched at least twice. So it's like a true price for me that you've had some imbalance there, but they took that straight back. I'm guessing there'll be something here that's just attacked. Where are we there? So there's nothing that tickles my eye there really. Possibly that, but I'm guessing that's what that's just took back. But yeah, we're looking for sales anyway because we had a major reversal, but we've had a build up here. It's like you're coiling a spring. You know, when you push a spring together and then poof, boom, creating all this imbalance on the way up. I've actually not got me. Let's see what happened. There's a. Let's put this on. That's the bottom. That's midnight. Some big moves in the 18 bar. This. When the line looks blue. Some big moves in the 18 bar this morning. Look at that. Now it's just, let me go back to the 15. See how it's just covered that body now? And we could, I personally think now it's going to retrace, probably leave a nice little green candle there, probably level with that. It's definitely coming for this. Definitely. There's not a move really there. That's been touched. That one hasn't. So you could possibly see have a little spike to take that and then down, or down then up. But ultimately today, that's heading down. It's had all its orders back. It's cleared everybody out of here. And we're at the 88.71 for March. Bang me fib on that. We started up. Bang me fib on that. No, April 1st. Okay, so that's today's, and we're actually sitting at the 50% of today already. So we've done 100% move, retrace 50, could possibly see how that falls nicely into the 71. Little touchdown, and we're off. Got a nice move there, which you could possibly get to today. Well, then it's going to be here. That's where my next. Like I say, if you just leave it, It's nearly a 1 to 17 if it comes down to take that previous candle today. Bottom of yesterday's price, 1 to 9. I always like to keep things nice and tidy in its day range. So 1 to 5. Just by following what I put on my aftermarket last night, sorry. The GC, what's happening with the GC? We've had a big push out of the 18 bar this morning. See how it consolidated through the night, and now we've just pushed. We've just pushed out of my 18 bar range in the last 3 candles. And what am I looking for? We are at the bottom price, so we could potentially see a reversal from here. Still in sell mode, because we've not broke any kind of major structure anywhere. So yeah, I'd only really be looking for sells still. We have come down. This is quite a low price for the GC. See how the past 2 months it's been up there, so we could possibly see a retracement, but I'd like to see some structure broke before I even look to flip my buy and sell. So for me personally, I'm still looking for sells on the GC. We've had all this noise here off that candle there. Padded it. It came back a couple of times, but ultimately it touched the low. So I'd like to see, because there's nothing there, so it's either going to blast through today or we're going to come up and break all this. I'd like to see if it was going to go to the top side. I'd like to see either a bounce and then take off, which they'll make that irrelevant then, because they're taking it back as they go through. See how it's all quite nice here? It's like they're building up for something. So we could see a spring today. Or same again, we're going to go up and then drop. Probabilities. But we're at the low for the past 3 months. So there is a very good possibility that we see a bounce. The banks create a move around here. They break the structure, they come back to take their orders, and then they go again. So yeah, GC, a bit indecisive until I have a break. I have got this area here looking for a sell, but obviously we've pushed down out of the 18 bar. So to me, we started off going up, but then we've had a big push out of it. So this could probably be creating the low for the day. Yeah, so a bit indecisive on the GC this morning. The GN, 18 bar range. So what's happened here? Let's have a quick look. So we're still heading down the GN. We've not broke this. This hasn't been broke yet. We have broke a little bit here, but to me, that's your main piece of structure. If that gets broke, we're making a move. We're at the bottom again, and we have bounced off the bottom price. This internal structure has been broken, but that had been my major break. Once that broke, then I'd be looking for a retest. So at the moment, I am only looking for sells still. And we do have one marked up. It's taking a nice flag up to it, if you see. We've had some consolidation here, and then we've a bit of indecisive, building up. Remember I was saying about the spring? It's like a coiled spring. And they're pushing the price in, and they let the price out, and it goes. We've got some orders down here. Some imbalance, some orders. And that's where the original push off was. So I do have a line there. See how we're sort of flipping. But with us being in sell mode, I'm only looking for sells. So this is my area. I've drilled in. Same again, 15-minute candle. Lovely that. Working its way up, working its way up. Got a little bit of consolidation at the end of yesterday. 18 bar range just give me a buy signal to get up there. So possibly you could see that touch today, maybe beginning of next week. Euro US, just had a move there. What I'm looking for. Right, so we broke all this structure here. This is all broke. We've created some new consolidation here around between the 71 and 50 from 3 days ago. So we are looking for sells. That was a big move by the banks. We are, where are we for the month? Near the top. We've just bounced off top price line. So we are sitting at the 71, 50% for March and 71. So the golden zone's here and 50% of the trading months here. So we are a bit of indecisive area. We have just caused a move here. So that's the banks pushing out of this consolidation. So you could see them push out now, possibly come back to get them orders and then go up to get this one. But there is that one and that one. So trade carefully if you are trading the Euro USD today. But ultimately, that looks like it's going to break. If it breaks that, beautiful. But 18 bar ranges. That's the 18 bar range. So it's just pushed out. Possibly see a push up now, possibly just to get that little one there. But it's clearing everybody out. Clearing. Hoovering up the profits. And we're going to be sat here. Because we're in sell mode, I wouldn't be looking for a buy. Maybe a year or so down the line, I could be jumping buy, sell. But at the moment, I'm trading with a trend because the trend is your friend. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Short. We'll just follow the ruling. 12. Cover your wick. Previous lows. So there's a possible 1 to 8 if that gets enough momentum to bounce up. XAU, what's happened with the gold? Just pushing out of my 18 bar range. Now I've got this little area here. But there is that down there. So they took that one back yesterday. If you'd have followed the ruling on the gold yesterday, there's a 1 to 17 available on the gold yesterday. See the gold. You get some big numbers. I was looking at them yesterday. See, a 1 to 8. That one didn't hit. But it hit from there. From there. Cover that wick. 1 to 4. It's all just about patience. 1 to 8, 1 to 15, 1 to 17. Possible 1 to 11 today if it bounces from there, but I would possibly safeguard myself. And I've only picked that one because it's in the between the 71 and 88. That actually sits on the 88. So I would be tempted to put that on the 71. Bring that to the bottom. We do have this little bit here, but it's tried a couple of times to get it. Possibly today, with it being Friday, might ping through, get it. But same again, we manage a risk. We've only got 0.5% risk on it, and it does blast through. Possible 1 to 6 off that bounce. Let's see if yeah, I'll do all my fibs in a bit. Oh, big push. Look at that. Bitcoin. You just can't write it. That's a line I drew on yesterday. 18-bar range. But I would have had a pending sat there from previous. Let me go back behind the candle. There she is. See, I put a that'd go. I'd cover that wick with it being the very, very bottom. And long in. Cover your wick. You're currently sitting at a 1 to 4, just from following aftermarket videos. So that's 2 trades you could be in now, and you'll be at 1 to 9. The GJ and the Bitcoin. 1 to 9 is enough for anybody to wake up to, personally. Yeah. So that's everything. So yeah, that's pre-market for the 1st of the 4th, 2022. This has been Shane Carlisle, Smart Money Trading, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a lovely weekend. I'm going picking my son up. Can't wait.